Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's budget check-in video. Today we're going to be taking a look at our current paycheck budget, which I have closed out, and then we are also going to take a look at next paycheck's budget, which I already figured all of that out. I did film it, but it ended up being kind of crazy because we made some changes and stuff. So I decided to just go ahead and scrap what I had already filmed and just go through it with you guys to like recap and let you know what's going on. So first, let's take a look at the current pay period. I added up all of our miscellaneous income. So my husband does work at a golf course and it is mainly tips based. So I counted up his tips and I added it to the paycheck he received, and so we had some miscellaneous income come in, and I just roll that into the next pay period. It just works easiest, I think, that way. All of our bills came out, so that was all good to go. We did fill up on gas yesterday and then also got a car wash, so I tracked that. And yeah, everything else was pretty much normal. So I just figured out that rollover amount and that is all set. So I filed that away in the completed folder within my budget folder. I use GoodNotes 6 for budgeting and for digital planning. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the current paycheck budget. So I have our salaries in, miscellaneous incomes at 0 because we'll figure that out towards the end of the pay period. I put the rollover in there, and that's the total amount of income that we are working with. This is a pay period that is heavier on bills for sure, as you can see. So I put in all of the bills that we'll be paying. We are going to start doing auto pay again with the Sienna. You guys, the bank that the loan is through, their like payment system online is so wonky. Like, they have limits. You can't put more than X amount on a payment, and I went on there to check because I had made a large payment last pay period. You guys saw that, and it's still showing that we have a bill due this month, and I was like, wow, I would think that that would count towards July's bill and that August, like it should show that the next bill is due in August. Not so much. So I don't want to be delinquent with the bill or anything like that, so we just decided we're gonna just go back to what we were doing before, do the $1,000 minimum. That is more than the minimum payment. It's a little, you know, extra to put every time we pay the car. And then I think what we're gonna start doing, and I'll kind of go through this a little bit more in detail in a second, but you're gonna see a little account here called slush fund. So I'll get to that in just a moment. But so I figured out all the bills with the car payment in there again. And then I went in here and figured out expenses. So Andrew did go to the bank. He took out all the cash for the next pay period. I have gas in there, and then I already transferred the money over for our pocket money. We haven't gotten paid yet, but we do have a good buffer in our checking account, so we're able to take out cash and transfers and all that before the paycheck actually hits our account. So I figured all that out. And then you'll notice our sinking funds list is a bit longer. I think I mentioned in the last video that we were gonna add a few sinking funds. So the ones that we added were beauty, so that's gonna be haircuts for everyone in the family. And then clothing for Andrew and I. We just decided to start our own clothing sinking funds like we've had in the past, because honestly, all of our personal spending money would go to clothes probably, and we want to use it for some fun things like going out to lunch with a friend or going to grab coffee or surprising each other with a date. You know, it's supposed to be just a little bit of fun money. We do use it for necessities too, but yeah, so that is going to be that. We really don't buy many clothes at all, so I don't feel the need to fund this aggressively by any means. Andrew needs to get new golf shorts pretty often, and then he has to wear good shoes for work, and he's on his feet all day, so he kind of goes through a couple pairs of shoes. And then for me, I'm on a health journey, so as I continue to lose weight and things like that, I will probably need to get a new wardrobe. Again, not gonna go crazy. I'm trying to keep my closet more like minimalist style, you know, just have a few options. I don't need a closet full of clothes because that honestly would just overwhelm me. I am finding out that my brain likes to have less options. Less options, please. So anyways, I want to save up to be able to get myself some new clothes eventually. And then also my left foot has been bugging me so bad. So I really need to figure that out, maybe get some better walking shoes or something. So yeah, so that's what's going on there. And then the other one that we did was Mando and Cara. I talked about that in the last video too. They used to have a cash envelope and we just decided to make it an electronic sinking fund because we don't buy stuff frequently. Like our sinking funds, these are things that we're not buying all the time, but we know eventually we will have to get something from those funds. Our cash envelopes over here are things like, this is stuff that we are frequently spending money on, so it makes sense to have that as cash on hand. So that's the way that we view it. And then the other thing that I added was school, so that's for homeschool, just random things if we need to pick up random school supplies or we decide to go on a field trip or, you know, whatever the case may be. I just wanted to have a little bit building up in a school fund for that, so that once we're getting close to the next year, I like to replenish our supplies and all of that. So that's what that's for. Again, not funding that very aggressively. Same thing with subscriptions. We have a few subscriptions. We have one for Amazon Prime, and then we have another one for an app called Fitbod that I like to use to design my workouts and stuff. So that's what that is, and that's that. We did put a lot extra into medical this go around, so that is a big chunk of money that we need to be able to pay for Andrew's dental work. He's gonna have some dental work later this month. They gave him a quote, I think it was around $700 or so. So we needed to put extra into that fund to make sure he's all set for that. And I will give an update on sinking fund balances here in a minute. So after all the sinking funds were added up, it's normally not going to be $750. This was an extra $300 I think that we put in medical. So normally it'll be more around like the $450 range. Although we are going to, as we're able to, we're going to put extra into vacation because we're trying to plan out a trip to Disneyland for my daughter's 10th birthday. It's gonna be a big surprise. She has zero idea. We're not gonna like spoil the surprise at all. I'm really excited about it. So we still need to book it. I do want to book it ahead of time, and there's a $200 deposit just to like make sure that you're all good to go, and then you pay the balance closer to the trip. So I think that's the route that we're gonna go. But anyways, so we are gonna get a bit more aggressive with vacations. We also could use a combination of festivities. Festivities is for like Halloween, Christmas, birthdays, just festivities, you know, celebrations, stuff like that. So we could also dip into that for that trip. But yeah, so that's what's going on with sinking funds. And then all that was left was $184.21. And that is just going to go in the slush fund. I feel like a slush fund is a really good thing to have when you have a small business. Historically, summer is always a slow time for me with my small business, and I feel like the slush fund, the purpose of it is to kind of plan, like get ready for those slower periods to kind of, you know, float you through those tighter times. So what we've decided to do, I don't know if I talked about this already because I already filmed the video. Oh my gosh, I hate it when that happens. But yeah, we're just putting the minimum payment plus a little extra to the car for now. We are pushing pause on a ton of extra payments. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna build up the slush fund. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say, slush fund. We're just going to build and build and build this, and then the goal is that at the end of the year we'll kind of evaluate what our balances are in our accounts, and then hopefully just throw a big ol' wrecking ball towards the car. That is our hope and prayer. So we're just gonna play it safe for now and just build up that slush fund and make sure that we're all good, get savings built up, and then at the end of the year, you know, put a large payment to the car. That's the goal. So yeah, we're still putting a little extra to the car because again, that's not our minimum payment. So I feel pretty good about it. Andrew feels good about it. We've talked extensively about it, and that's what we've decided to do. So that is our current paycheck budget. And then I am going to fill up cash envelopes. We need to deposit Andrew's tip money, so I'll have him do that. I probably should have given that to him before he took Maddie to piano. But I have the cash here. So we only have 3 envelopes to fill because we don't have, well, we might still be paying cash for piano. We're trying to figure that out. It's all a complicated thing. Right now we couldn't find, we use an account for the scholarship fund that we get called Class Wallet, and we couldn't find her piano teacher as a vendor on it. And so we're just asking her, like, do you prefer cash or do you prefer to be paid through Class Wallet? Because we don't mind paying her cash and then getting it reimbursed later. So that may still be a cash envelope. And then the puppies are now a sinking fund. And then I don't know if I mentioned this or maybe I did talk about it in my plan with me, which will go up tomorrow. I might have talked about it then, but our Bible study group got canceled. Very, very sad, but the leader of the group just needs some time to herself, which is totally understandable. She needs to focus on other priorities. So she stepped down as the leader of the group, and we are either going to look into finding a new group or we might not. We do a lot of Bible study between homeschool. We have a dedicated Bible time for that. We do individual Bible studies. We go to church. The main reason we wanted to do Bible study was to connect with other people who go to our church, but we have that right on our street. Most of the people on our street go to our church and we hang out with them all the time. So we may just keep an evening free. It sounds nice, honestly, but we'll see. We'll see. Andrew did talk about joining a men's group at some point, so he might still do that. And if he does that, maybe I'll join a women's group. I don't know. But anyway, so we have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47 left in groceries, so not as much as usual. Andrew did stock up though. He got a lot of stuff when he went to Costco. So we did decide to keep groceries at $500 for now. I talked to Andrew about it. He really enjoys having the wiggle room in the grocery budget because there are times that he does like to stock up. So that makes sense to me, so that's what we're gonna do. So we have 47 remaining and we're gonna add 500. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85. So we'll have 547 for the next couple of weeks. And we do get our meat from a local butcher. It's more expensive that way, but that's what we prefer to do. We're supporting a small business and the meat is really, really good quality, so we're big fans of that. So that's groceries, all set to go. Entertainment is going to get $100. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81 going into entertainment. So we'll put that in there. That's for just like eating out, going to the movies, anything we do for fun. And then household, we still have 20 left in there, and then we're gonna put another 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So we have 120 now in household. So that is all of the cash ready to go for the next couple of weeks. So just these 3 envelopes, kind of weird. But so that takes care of that. And then let me go ahead and update you on the sinking funds. So I did add the new sinking funds in here. Everything is good to go. So we have beauty, that is at $25. And again, that's for haircuts for myself, Andrew, and the kids. Andrew goes most frequently of all of us. The girls and I go like twice a year. So that should be plenty. Car maintenance, we're continuing to build because we are going to need to get new tires very, very soon. So we should be in really good shape for car maintenance, which is nice. Our car tags also come out of here, which I think our car tags are due in December. I should probably look that up. But yeah, so that'll cover that as well. And then clothing for Andrew, he has $25 in his account. I have $25 in mine. Those are just getting started. And then festivities, we have $736.75. We keep all of our sinking funds just in one savings account. So we lump everything together, and then I just reconcile the account towards the end of each pay period, how much should actually be in there, and you know, transfer more over, that kind of thing. So I do regularly check it to make sure that the balance is accurate. but we just keep everything in that savings account, and then we will transfer the money over into checking as we need to and all of that kind of stuff, if that makes sense. So that's festivities. House maintenance, we have $297.58. Madeline and Julia, we have $149.17, and their account will cover their clothes and stuff too. So it's just really anything random that they may need. And then Mando and Cara, Andrew did go today and he picked up some bones for them. So they're already gone. He got them thinking they would last a really long time, and they are already gone. Like, crazy. And they're expensive, as you can see. I mean, he got them a few things, so it's not just that, but they already went through a couple of the things that he got them, so crazy. But and then their deposit is $75. We get food for them, treats, and then we also want to build this up to cover any vet visits. I'm pretty sure they are due for a checkup very soon, so it's nice to have that built up. Medical expenses, I did add that larger deposit there, so we should be covered as far as Andrew's dental work, and then we'll need to fund this a little more aggressively because I'd like to build it back up as quickly as possible. We do not have traditional health insurance. We use a cost sharing program, so it's almost like everything is cash pay, so it's nice to have quite a bit in this account, so I really want to get that funded quickly, hopefully. And then school, $15 there, subscriptions, $10 there. I don't believe our Amazon Prime comes out until February, I'm pretty sure. And then I just paid for Fitbod, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to double check these things, but I should probably make note of that somewhere. And then vacation, we have $950 there. And looking at the package that we were thinking about getting, it's I think $2,900 total for tickets, hotel, all of that. So and then we're also going to need to budget, you know, gas, which thankfully our van is hybrid, which helps a lot with the gas factor. And then food, we'll honestly probably get, hopefully the hotel has a fridge. It'd be nice if it does. I'll have to look into that. But if not, we would probably just do PB&Js and stuff, and we'll eat a little bit at the park or like go out to eat a little bit, but we prefer to try to keep food expenses down because that is super expensive. But one thing that we are going to tell our family though, because they like to get the kids Christmas gifts and birthday gifts, we're gonna fill them in on our plan and let them know that if they want to get them something this year, that it would be super appreciated if it was cash or a gift card to Isney Day, because then, you know, the kids can use that for souvenirs and stuff too, and all of that. But that is what sinking funds is looking like. The Sienna, I've done a balance update, but just to kind of let you know where we're at, I'll be making that extra payment, or the normal payment rather, here in a little bit. Or I'm gonna sign us up for the auto pay thing. So that'll come out, and I'll update you guys as those balances, as the balance goes down. But hopefully we can put a big chunk to this at the end of the year. That would be really nice. So anyways, guys, that is it for this budget video. I hope you enjoyed getting a rundown of everything going on, a little update on stuff. And let me know what you are working on financially. What is your financial goal that you are focused on at the moment? I always enjoy, you know, hearing from you too and seeing what you're working on so we can cheer each other on. But anyways, that is it for this one. Tomorrow there will be a plan with me up, so stay tuned for that. That'll be up at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I will be online chatting with you guys. So definitely join us if you are able to. And that's about it for this one. So I will see you all in the next one. Bye.